this Feedinfo video on organic acids in monogastric livestock nutrition. I'm Ollie Theocaris, Head of Perspectives Content for Feedinfo. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the different solutions that organic acids can provide when we're looking at different monogastric challenges. Organic acids are a really interesting product group because they have been proven to offer quite a few different solutions to some of the challenges that we face in livestock production. So I'm going to be discussing this issue today with two technical representatives from Eastman Animal Nutrition who are supporting this video. With me today, I have Sabine Vermoot, who is an application development and technical services manager specializing in the poultry sector, and Elke von Heimendal, who is also an application development and technical services manager who is specializing in swine. Welcome to you both. So to start, it would be great if you could both briefly introduce yourselves and tell us a bit about you. So we'll start with Sabine first. Please tell us about yourself.
Yes, of course. So as you told, I am Sabine Vermoot. I am Senior Application Development and Technical Service Manager for Eastman Animal Nutrition, and this is since 2018. So I am based in Belgium at our European Technology Center in Zwijnaarden. So prior joining Eastman, I worked for many years subsequently as first poultry, swine, but also ruminant nutritionist at a big Belgian feed mill company. And many years ago, I obtained my PhD in applied biological science at the Catholic University of Leuven in Belgium.
Fantastic. Thank you for that introduction. And now, Elke, over to you. Can you tell us about yourself?
Yes, of course. My name is Elke von Heimendal. I'm also a Senior Application Development and Technical Service Manager. I have a PhD in Animal Nutrition and Physiology from the University of Göttingen in Germany. I joined Eastman 1 year ago and I'm based in my home office in northwestern Germany. I have been working in the feed industry for more than 15 years now in various positions such as global segment management, product management, and research and development. And this has been in mineral feed, feed additive, and specialty feed ingredient companies. And my main focus during my work has always been on how metabolic and oxidative stress in high-performing animals could be influenced via nutrition.
Great. So you're both very well placed to offer your opinions on this very technical subject, and we're delighted to have you both here today. So first, Sabine, I'm going to ask you, can you just give us a short introduction and tell us a bit about Eastman Animal Nutrition?
So very short, Eastman Animal Nutrition is part of Eastman. So we produce a very broad range of organic acids, such as formic acid, but also propionic, acetic, butyric acid, but also benzoic acids and some derivatives of it.
So clearly you have completed a lot of work in this area. So can you give us some insight into what you've done around researching and producing organic acids for animal agriculture? And also tell us why you believe this product group is so important to those involved in animal husbandry.
Well, the benefits of organic acids, they are very broad and they are used globally in the whole chain from field to fork. So we see the benefits of organic acids both inside the animal and outside the animal. To start outside the animal, it's about preservation and hygiene of the feed, of raw materials, but also of byproducts. It is also about acidification of water for drinking. And when we speak about inside the animal, it's all about gut health, but also general overall health of the animals. It is well known that organic acids, such as formic and propionic acid, they have very strong preservative effects, and there is a clear need to control spoilage microbes, such as, bacteria and molds and yeasts. And as I told you already, in raw materials, in compound feed, but also in byproducts. So organic acids are really a solution to this. Molds produce mycotoxins, for example, and they increase oxidative stress and increase inflammatory processes in the animals. So preventing their production or the production of mycotoxins at a very early stage, this is really important to produce good food quality for high performance animals. So this is about preservation, but when it's about feed hygiene, this is mainly about protection of and prevention of salmonella. again in raw materials, but also in feed. And besides, I mentioned already formic and propionic acids, but also medium chain fatty acids and other bioactive ingredients play or can play a very important role here. So our Eastman Kitex has been proven to be a unique and excellent patented tool for salmonella control in, for example, oil crust, oilseed crust byproducts, but also for match feed. Let's think about broiler breeders and laying hens. And moreover, Kitex also have proven also has residual effects, which is a strong benefit compared to other technologies, such as heat treatments, for example.
Thank you for that overview. I do really think this is an area that is so interesting because we've seen that organic acids have been proven to tackle so many different pathogens in feed. So there's so much potential here. And as well as the preservative angle, of course, there is something that everyone has been talking about for a number of years, and that is gut health. Now, gut health is a huge area of focus for feed producers, and there are many products available claiming to aid gut health in different ways. So, Elke, I'm going to come to you now. What role can organic acids play in contributing to gut health? And also, what makes organic acids unique compared to other gut health products on the market? What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, of course, a healthy gut is essential to maintain overall health and consequently performance. In addition to the already mentioned effects from Sabine, through reducing pathogens in feed, a wide range of acids can be added via feed or water to have a direct effect on gut and overall health. And in fact, organic acids are a very efficient and cost-effective alternative to antibiotic growth promoters. Firstly, organic acids prevent the colonization of the GI tract with pathogens, and this occurs in two ways. Organic acids have a direct antimicrobial property, which reduces the load of acid-sensitive bacteria, but also improves the balance of good and bad microbiota, which of course compete for nutrients and for adhesion sites. And this is, for example, where our basic organic acid blends with formic and lactic acid, acetra algae, are a very efficient tool. There's also an indirect effect on microbial growth, as the acids help decrease the stomach pH, leading to better protein digestibility, as pepsin requires a pH lower than 4. And this, in consequence, reduces the amount of nitrogen in the hindgut, which is available for microbial growth. Secondly, organic acids, for example, such as butyric acid derivatives, prevent the translocation of bacteria into the system by strengthening the epithelial cell layer and thereby improving the intestinal barrier function. And thirdly, and that is a fact which is usually not considered when talking about organic acids, is that they support the immune function. Organic acids may in fact be involved in helping to stabilize the inflammatory status. And that means that even if there are pathogens present in the hindgut, if the immune system works properly, they will not cause severe illness in the animals. Butyric acid derivatives, for example, are able to stabilize physiological responses in the animal by interacting with NF-kappa B, which is considered to be a key regulator in inflammation. As we already mentioned, the different mode of actions of the different organic acids, of course, the most efficient way is to use them in synergistic blends.
Thank you for that, Elke. I think that was a really good overview that really outlined the benefits there. And I think gut health is a huge challenge, but there are, of course, other challenges within monogastric animal husbandry markets. So Sabine, I want to come back to you now. You, I know, work on the poultry side. So what are the biggest challenges today in the poultry market where organic acids can play a role in offering these solutions?
Well, in the poultry, there are, of course, also many challenges to be tackled. Think about laying hens and broiler breeders. Think about the challenges of extended laying there, such with the consequence of worse eggshell quality, the laying performance, that it's not sufficient, and so on. Also think about control of salmonella. And for broilers, very important, the control of Clostridium perfringens, and in a broader range, in general, dysbacteriosis. So you know, In broilers and turkeys, this bacteriosis is the most important topic and challenge nowadays and really globally. In general, the healthy balance of the gut flora is disrupted due to an overgrowth of all different kinds of pathogenic bacteria. And this is mainly due to a genetic selection for high feed intake. So the broilers really don't stop eating anymore. And this is in fact the main cause of this bacteriosis, of course, in combination with, coccidiosis, nutritional factors, the mycotoxins I already mentioned, viruses, and so on. So what happens? There is an oversupply of nutrients in the lumen, resulting in an overgrowth of fecal pathogenic bacteria. And in addition to that, this nutritional oversupply will increase the pH in the gastrointestinal tract. And if this is not acidified enough, this might have a negative effect on the activity of supplemented feed enzymes like phytases, for example.
So you mentioned this dysbacteriosis there. So what role can organic acids play in avoiding dysbacteriosis? Yep.
Well, let's start with the prevention of the colonization of the gastrointestinal tract with pathogens. I cannot emphasize enough that formic acid is the best acidifier, but simultaneously the best antimicrobial has the best antimicrobial effect against gram-negative bacteria, mainly such as E. coli and Salmonella. But formic acid does more than that. It also makes other organic acids, such as propionic acid, for example, in a blend. It makes them even more effective. And then on the other hand, you have the MCFAs, the medium chain fatty acids, such as lauric acid, which is, for example, very effective against gram-positive bacteria, then, like Clostridium perfringens. And since also protected butyric acid derivatives help to support the immune function, they are next to the short chain fatty acids are already mentioned and the medium chain fatty acids. They are also key in a synergistic concept against this bacteriosis by maintaining altogether a healthy gut balance.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sabine. So I'm going to move over to swine now. Elke, can you tell us what role organic acids can play in tackling some of the biggest challenges that swine producers face today?
Yes, of course, when looking at specific challenges in the pig production, of course, weaning stress-related diarrhea is a huge problem. It is mainly induced by enterotoxic E. coli, but also general bacterial dysbiosis, and has been growing concern, of course, since 2006 when the EU banned the use of antibiotic growth promoters. But increasing litter sizes and more low-weight piglets with a less developed digestive system have made the problem even more evident. And for some time, of course, in certain areas, the use of pharmaceutical levels of zinc oxide have been an alternative solution. But with also this being phased out in 2022, new solutions have to be found. Feed acidification and lowering the acid binding capacity is, of course, next to having a very highly digestible protein source, extremely important for these piglets. And this way, less undigested protein will reach the hindgut, where it would favor microbial growth. If you look at the bacteria, specifically lipopolysaccharides from the cell wall of E. coli act as antigens and trigger inflammation and oxidative stress locally on gut level, but also systemically. Inflammatory processes require protein and energy, and this results in typical weaning-related growth depression that you see as a consequence. And concepts against weaning diarrhea should therefore include short-chain fatty acids, medium-chain fatty acids, and butyric acid derivatives to use the synergies of all of them. Of course, there's also important challenges in the sows, which can be addressed by acids, and these become even more evident once the litter sizes increases and, of course, create metabolic stress for the sows. However, to also explain them or discuss them really in detail, it would be beyond the scope of this interview, I guess.
No, I understand. I think These are hugely detailed, I suppose, subjects that we're discussing today, and there's a lot of technical information. So I'm sure anyone who wants to learn more can get in touch with you at Eastman to ask further questions. I want to move on to a subject that is something that is huge when we speak to leaders throughout livestock value chain, and that is the challenge that everyone is trying to address in making animal agriculture more sustainable. So Sabine, I'll come to you. How can organic acids work to help ensure our animal protein products are more sustainable?
Well, with our organic acid blends, we can contribute to a better biosecurity worldwide. We can reduce carbon footprint in feed production, but also in farming. Organic acid blends can enhance animal resilience and at the same time improve performance efficiency. And of course, they also play an important role in fighting zoonoses like Salmonella, in general, improving human safety and health. If you allow me, I will focus on 3 topics. First, in the livestock, you have the nitrogen emissions. They are clearly reduced due to more efficient use of protein. And this, of course, results in higher performance efficiency of the animals. Another example, in the context of circularity, we are evaluating today how organic acids can ensure that more byproducts can be processed. And I think about biofuel proteins, protein byproducts to partially replace the imported soybean products. But I also think about other byproducts from food production, such as bakery, brewery, but also meat production. And all these together, they contribute to circular economy. A third example where I think about is, I mentioned already, the organic acids, which can have a big impact on animal welfare, such as improved litter quality, improved food pad quality, it goes together, reduced mortality, of course, but also increased longevity of the animals, very important. And all these topics, it's not only essential for the improving the animal welfare itself, but also for social acceptability and sustainability of our animal industry worldwide in general. And the industry continues to move away from the therapeutic medicated feed additives and from frequent antibiotic uses. And organic acids, but also phytogenics, they both can play here a very important role.
No, I totally agree. It's there are so many, I suppose, smaller issues that make up the larger issue of sustainability. So it's really good to hear that organic acids can play a part in a few of those to try and support our planet in a more effective way. So I'm going to ask one final question, and Elke, I'll come to you first. What are the next steps for Eastman in terms of research and development?
Yes, we as Eastman, we are very committed to invest more in research in vivo as well as in vitro, also measuring more advanced parameters such as specific biomarkers or gene expression data to detect even the smallest piece of the mode of action. For us, it is really crucial that we can explain how and why our products work. Only then we believe we can deliver real solutions for our customers. This is also reflected by our salespeople. They all have a technical background, which enables them to better understand our customers' needs. And to be even closer to our customers, we are enlarging our team currently and recruiting globally. We also have created a specific innovation technology platform where we connect our core knowledge, which is, of course, animal nutrition, but also chemistry and biochemistry. And the goal is that we then are able to really find nutritional solutions and program-based proposals that enables us to expand our product portfolio even further.
And Sabine, do you have anything to add to this question in terms of where you're going and what are the next steps for you?
Well, we as Eastman Animal Nutrition, we are also making investments nowadays to expand and transform our product portfolio, but also our services and capabilities. So since last year, we have a commercial global partnership with the Belgian company Sanduk, named, for distributing fat-coated butyrate products. And last month, very recently, Eastman has acquired a Spanish company, 3F Feed and Food. We are very proud about it. This is a European leader specializing in technical and commercial development of additives for animal feed and human food. So now we can include also in our program-based nutritional solutions, as Elke mentioned, also other synergistic active ingredients like phytogenics, but also acids on carrier and also estrophyte acids. So coming from this acquisition.
Fantastic. Exciting times ahead, I think. Some real areas of growth there. So thank you both for your input today. It's been really interesting to get your views on this product group and to understand more about it. So thank you for contributing. And thank you to everyone for watching, and we hope you join us for future videos from Feedinfo.